Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Chris's tutorial Math Helps. This tutorial is going to help you with the homework assignment, So What Happens to the Diver, which is due tomorrow, November 1st. So let's look at question number one first. On question number one, you're considering a Ferris wheel, and you're considering only 4 positions on the Ferris wheel, the big ones. So the 6 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, the 12 o'clock, and the 9 o'clock position. So the question asks you, which positions along the Ferris wheel, which of these 4 positions would you see an increase in the diver's overall time to get to the ground if he was released at those? So we're now imagining that the Ferris wheel is turning, it's going counterclockwise, and we're no longer considering the fact that the diver, if he's released, is just going to go straight down to the ground, from these different positions. Now we're considering this initial momentum, this initial movement along the Ferris wheel, and what that's going to do to the travel time. So let's first think about the 3 o'clock position. If the diver were to just simply jump from the 3 o'clock position without the Ferris wheel actually moving, he would just fall down to the ground, right? But what if the Ferris wheel is moving? What if there's this initial kind of thrust in this upward direction? What's that going to do to the diver's overall travel time? Well, we know that he would go up first and then down eventually. How far and how fast he's going to be going up, well, that depends on the speed of the Ferris wheel, which we don't really know, okay? But we can deduce, we can infer that this initial upward motion will increase the time it takes to get down to the ground. So at 3 o'clock position, I think we can safely say that's going to be an increase in time. So I'll let you guys finish the rest of number one. The question also asks, which positions, if you were released, would make the travel time shorter. So I'll let you guys figure that out. Use your brains to figure that one out. On number two, you're considering the position of where he's going to be landing. So you're going to be considering at which positions would he be landing over here to the left, and which positions, if released, he would be landing over here to the right. And with a little bit of intuition, with a little bit of kind of thinking in your mind about the motion of the Ferris wheel and these release points, you should be able to get that just fine, okay? Also consider that at the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock position, if he were released in like a perfect world, like in a vacuum, he's not going to be going necessarily to the right or to the left, right? He's going to be going straight up or straight down, okay? So also consider that, because we're going to talk about that next week, okay? Number 3 is another sort of interesting question, which says, when we were considering that the diver... when we were considering this motion of the diver just falling down to the ground without any sort of initial momentum or initial speed in any direction, we figured that it was about 12.3 seconds that he would need to stay on the Ferris wheel and in order to make it into the moving cart below. Well, now if we're considering this initial motion, considering the fact that he's going to leave the Ferris wheel at a particular trajectory, and that he's not going to just fall straight down, but he's going to go off kind of at an angle and make like an arc into the moving cart, do we think that the wheel time is going to be greater than 12.3 seconds or less than 12.3 seconds? So I'm not going to answer this question for you, but just think about it intuitively. I don't want you to do any math or anything like that, but just think about it. Would he need to be released a little bit sooner than 12.3 seconds, like at 11 seconds, in order to land safely in the cart? Or would he need to be released a little bit later, like maybe around 14 seconds or 15 seconds, in order to make it into the cart? I'll let you guys figure that out on your own. Also, I will be posting, there is a video online available for the Big Push, which is your homework assignment that's being assigned Friday with the sub. So you can take a look at that if you need some help with that assignment. Thanks, guys. See you Monday.